Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 5th of July 2024. So APAC followed suit to the Wall Street gains into Independence Day, according to News Squawk yesterday. APAC stocks traded mostly higher as the region followed suit to the gains on Wall Street, where the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq notched fresh records. Closing prices, obviously, the day before, which is Wednesday, once again heading into the Independence Day celebrations. We saw that and spoke of it in yesterday's alert. Independence Day news roundup. It's all about Israel and the UK election results there. So no economic or financial news really to shout about. But today we have the release of the non-farm payroll numbers. They are out at 1:30. We're looking at 191 previous of 272. That will be an interesting number if it comes out like that. It should be good for the metals and everything else as well, because it will indicate that at last these high interest rates are starting to have an impact on the employment situation, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? And again, how the market reacts. Well, let's kick off, have a look at the markets. Quick whistle-stop tour because it was so quiet yesterday. And let's have a look at the Dow and work our way through to the overnight prices of the German DAX. So in the Dow, you can see yesterday, really quiet, tiny bar. Overnight, the market's making progress back to the upside. We're still green all the way at the moment, with prices closing above the 5-bar moving average, the fast average there. Also finding support at the 50 and the 20-bar moving average on two occasions there as well. In the 30-minute chart, moved up in the electronic and the electronic system as well for the 230, mirrored the cash market from the previous day, which is interesting because this is electronic. There was no trades yesterday in the cash market. Price is down and then attempting to move higher overnight, which you can see there, trying to get back above the DP at the moment. The market's going to tread water possibly this morning, waiting for those NFP numbers as well. In the German DAX, the market moving to the upside. Tiny bar for yesterday, just need to take out the high of this bar, which is going to be 18,465. What did we do yesterday? Let's just have a quick look there. I think it's exactly the same, isn't it? Let's just move that over for 6.6. So it managed to get 1 point above. And then currently, what are we trading at? So let's just have a look and see that. Just remove these. I think it's more or less the same. We'll have a quick look. 6.6. So yeah, it's attempting at the moment to try and get through this high. I wouldn't be surprised if it does that. There you go, you can see it now in the 30-minute chart. Like I say, I wouldn't be surprised if it had an attempt to get through this in the pre-market session and drive higher. I think it's a given, to be honest with you. Right, let's have a look at the S&P. And in the S&P, we have a new all-time high just by 1 point, 5539.9. That was overnight electronic. There you can see, well, actually it was yesterday's electronic. And there we're just coming towards it. It says actually 55.40 there, but whatever it is, we've got a new all-time high there. Let's just double check that just to be on the safe side. Yeah, you see it says 539, but must have rounded up there. It has, yeah. So 5539.9 is the new all-time high for the S&P, and price is moving up nicely there to also take out the high again. All eyes will be on the non-farm payrolls at lunchtime. In the FT100, moving nicely to the upside there yesterday. Obviously, no electronic system for the UK, but it was election day, and obviously the market is now trying to decide what it thinks of the result. And there you can see gapped higher, but then it's now filled it, so there may be a realization that all things are going to change. But yesterday, in anticipation of this, the market moved up nicely, traded sideways, but then as soon as the announcement, or it was the exit poll, the market creating that gap and then moving to the upside. It's got to get back above the high. It'll do that, ignore the election and focus on the US non-farm payrolls and or the impact of that on the interest rates and inflation. And in the US dollar, continuing to move to the downside at the moment. So let's have a look how well this is supporting the metals. And in the metals yesterday, treading water, an inside bar for silver, but overnight prices look like they want to move higher. Again, it's going to be data dependent today on those non-farm payrolls. But yesterday it was electronic market back and forth, managing to break out and staying above that 50 EMA, where you can see it would lend support earlier on a few times in the day. Needs to be trading above yesterday's high, which it's trying to do at the moment, but we're stuck in a sideways range there at the moment. In the gold market, also the same situation. It needs to break above the resistance levels we've got on this chart. So the first one is going to be, I'll just drag this over so I can read it, to 2364.86 is the first resistance. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see they're up, pulling back to that 50 EMA and then making its way to the upside. It's actually above the high of yesterday as well, so that should be reflected in the gold silver ratio. So let's have a quick look at that. And there we can see that we were down on Wednesday. Thursday was up slightly and actually down, so silver is actually accelerating a bit faster than gold there as well, despite the fact that gold is above the high of yesterday and silver isn't. Obviously there's still some acceleration there on the part of the silver price. And overnight Shanghai is 34.21 with the UK fix yesterday at 30.34, so just under $4 there spread or difference for the real market in Shanghai. That's what you call the physical price, and the manipulated price is above that. Right, let's have a look at what's going on in the markets. For the German DAX, yesterday we just had the one trade there. That's all there was, and then the market became sideways. Nothing in the afternoon. So let's just jump to where we are at the moment and see what's going on. And as we've been recording, we can see we've taken out that high now, as expected in the pre-market session. So yeah, that's where we are. Let's just compress the price bars so we can see where we are. We're above the DP. All of the arrows are in the right order for higher prices above this high. So yeah, that's about it really. There's not a lot else to actually speak of course, because of the election in the UK yesterday and also the US Independence Day celebrations, and the markets closed. Back in business now, and all eyes on the NFP numbers at 1:30. Okay, that's it for me and for this one. Have a great weekend, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.